Katie Price, the indomitable British media personality once known as Jordan, has navigated a life of extraordinary highs and harrowing lows, her story a raw tapestry of glamour, grit, and unfiltered resilience. At 47, the mother of 5 continues to command attention, not just for her unapologetic candor but for the vulnerabilities she lays bare in the public eye. Her latest chapter, marked by a dramatic and unexplained weight loss that's left fans both concerned and captivated, took a concerning turn over the weekend when she found herself back in the hospital. What began as a routine visit to remove stitches from a kitchen mishap escalated into deeper medical probing, as Price admitted, for the first time without deflection, that the rapid shedding of pounds has her genuinely perplexed and worried. In a Snapchat update that blended her trademark humor with a thread of unease, she shared the details, turning a personal health scare into a moment of connection with her loyal followers. The incident itself was quintessentially Price, chaotic, candid, and laced with that defiant spirit that has defined her career. While rustling up a chicken curry in her Sussex kitchen, a domestic endeavor she often shares with followers to demystify her larger-than-life persona, Price accidentally plunged a knife into her hand. The injury was no mere nick, it severed ligaments and nerves, rendering half her hand numb and sending her straight to A&E for emergency stitches and treatment. "I was just trying to chop some onions and next thing I know, blood everywhere," she recounted later, her voice a mix of wry amusement and frustration. Photos she posted showed the bandaged appendage, swollen and stark against her kitchen's colorful chaos, a reminder that even icons bleed. The stitches removal was meant to be straightforward, but doctors seized the opportunity to address the elephant in the room, her visibly frilier frame, which had sparked a flurry of online chatter from well-wishers and trolls alike. 4 months, Price had brushed off comments about her changing appearance, attributing it to a revamped fitness routine or the stresses of single motherhood. But in the sterile glow of the hospital corridor, flanked by concerned medical staff, she let the mask slip. "Gone to the doctors about my weight," she said in her Snapchat story, her tone stripped of its usual bravado. "And I have got to have my stitches out then because they looked at my little stab wound that I did. The reason I am going to the doctors is because I keep losing weight and I don't know why. So that's that." The admission hung heavy, a rare vulnerability from a woman who's built an empire on boldness, from her page 3 Days in the 90s, where she redefined tabloid sensuality, to her reality TV reign on shows like I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here. Fans, accustomed to her larger-than-life curves as part of her brand, flooded her comments with support. #GetWellKatie trended briefly, alongside messages urging her to prioritize health over hustle. Price's weight fluctuations have long been tabloid fodder, a narrative she's both embraced and rebelled against. In her 40s, she underwent gastric band surgery, shedding pounds that fueled body-positive campaigns and a lingerie line celebrating all sizes. But this latest drop feels different, unintended, insidious, prompting speculation about stress, dietary shifts, or underlying conditions. As a mother to Harvey, 22, from her relationship with Dwight York, Jr. and Princess, 19 and 17 with Peter Andre, and Jet and Bunny, 11 and 10 with Kieran Hayler, Price's life is a whirlwind of school runs, equestrian events, and entrepreneurial ventures. Her recent divorce from Hayler, finalized after years of acrimony involving infidelity allegations, has left emotional scars, compounded by custody battles and financial strains from her bankruptcy proceedings. "Life's thrown everything at me lately," she reflected in a podcast earlier this year, her voice cracking as she spoke of therapy sessions that unpacked the trauma. Yet, amid the health haze, Price's spirit flickers with defiance. Just weeks ago, she celebrated a surprising resurgence in her music career, with early hits like "I Got You" and "Hurricane," dance anthems from her mid-2000s pop phase, finding new life on TikTok. Gen Z remixes and viral challenges have racked up millions of streams, drawing her to studios for potential comebacks. "Who knew my old tracks would blow up now?" she laughed in an interview, crediting the algorithm for this second wind. Collaborations with DJs and producers are in talks, a nostalgic nod to her pre-reality days when she topped charts and toured clubs. This musical revival, coupled with her podcast The Katie Price Show, where she dissects everything from beauty hacks to breakup blues, keeps her relevant, turning personal pain into palatable content. Her hospital dash, though alarming, fits a pattern of Price powering through adversity. Past hospitalizations, for everything from cosmetic procedures to equestrian falls, have only amplified her narrative of survival. Post-discharge, she was spotted at a Sussex farm, reins in her good hand, coaching Bunny on show jumping basics. Her horses, a passion since childhood, remain her sanctuary. The stables echo with laughter as she recounts tales of glamour modeling to her wide-eyed kids. Friends describe her as unbreakable, a woman who turns scalpels, literal and figurative, into stories of strength. As tests loom, Price urges fans to send positive vibes, her Snapchat closing with a curry recipe tweak. Blunt knives next time, eh? It's classic Katie, facing fear with a wink, transforming terror into teachable. Whatever the diagnosis, her journey promises more chapters of raw realness, reminding us that true icons don't just endure, they evolve one unexpected twist at a time.